My fervent prayer for our country is that after all we've been through, we'll come together as one people, one nation, one America. I believe we can and we will. We're seizing this moment, and history, I believe, will record. We faced and overcame one of the toughest and darkest periods in this nation's history.
Yeah, this speech that Joe Biden gave is the most disgusting, propagandistic speech that a demagogue, even a politician, has ever given. It is pathetic. And
I know that you watched the speech last night by Joe Biden. We covered it this morning on Like It or Not with Benjamin Dixon and Rebecca Azor. But some of the responses from Republicans just today, since our last broadcast, have been so absurd that I had to take a minute to share. Take a listen to this clip from Fox and Friends' Brian Kilmeade as he laments over the fact that Joe Biden had the nerve to mention the 500,000 people in this country who have died because of COVID-19.
That's the story that should have been written. And we don't need to go over the 500,000 dead. We had that moment. Let's talk about the future moving forward. Every time he has a chance to praise the previous administration, he not only doesn't praise, he kicks them in the groin.
So mentioning the 500,000 people, I don't want to take this one too, because when I think about the 500,000 people who are dead, it really drives a rage and a fury inside of me. But to dismiss them out of political expediency because you don't want America to have that moment really shows you the derangement of Fox News. But it goes on. Listen to this mashup of Sean Hannity completely losing his mind because Joe Biden didn't give Donald Trump enough credit last night.
Joe Biden, he needs to pick up the phone. I suggest call Mar-a-Lago and, bring unity to the country as he says he so desperately wants, and thank President Donald Trump.
Thank President Donald Trump. Fine. You know, Donald Trump instituted warp speed. But you know what else Donald Trump did? He made sure to politicize wearing a mask, when wearing a mask was one of the number one things we could have done to save as many people as possible. He also politicized the vaccine, even though he went ahead and got the vaccine himself. But it continued to go on and on and on.
President Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump's President Trump, Donald Trump, Trump, President Trump, Trump, Donald Trump, Trump, Donald Trump, Trump, Donald Trump, Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump,
President Trump, Trump to the Trump administration,
Donald Trump's Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Trump administration, Donald Trump,
Donald Trump, 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 Donald Trump, Trump administration, President Trump, 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 Trump,
Dr. Seuss, Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head, Pepe Le Pew, Dumbo, Peter Pan, Donald Trump.
This is what we're dealing with. I'm laughing for not crying because this is the absurdity of the political situation in this country, right? We are so far gone in this country that when we have a moment to actually save lives, I don't care about the politics of this. Listen, if Donald Trump actually did something to contribute to this vaccine being ready quicker than it normally would, thank you, Donald Trump. But you also did a whole lot of stuff to make sure that 500,000 people died along the way. So I don't care about the politics of it. All I care about is the fact that we're so close to getting out of this situation with COVID-19. And all Fox News can think about is making sure that Donald Trump gets the right amount of credit. Never mind the fact that right now, it is the fact that Joe Biden is appealing to Americans to not be selfish bastards and to actually take a minute to care about somebody else, which is the number one thing that we could do in this moment to save lives. Brian Kilmeade doesn't disappoint yet again. Watch this clip.
Just keep in mind some of the things that Joe Biden had an opportunity to be that unifier, the uniter that he talked about in his inaugural. He could talk about Operation Warp Speed, how it exceeded expectations. He could talk about how the third vaccine was almost ready to go when he took office, and two was already wowing the world, including got it okayed in England first. And where does it, since when is it a great idea to make more vaccine? It turns out, according to the New York Times, Donald Trump was set by July to have 800 million vaccines just for the two that was approved. So that was already done. Number three, can we stop praising Anthony Fauci and saying he's world renowned? Everyone might know him, but I don't know how many people should be listening to him. He's the one who had us hosing down our groceries. He's the one who said flat out in January.
I'm sorry. I'm still washing my groceries. Maybe we don't have to, but I'm still washing my groceries. You know why? Because I haven't gotten the vaccine yet, right? These people are so obsessed with getting credit and blaming other people that they are going to institute ideas and push arguments that are detrimental, right? Wear a mask, people. Please wear a mask. But in spite of the fact that this speech was really pretty, the bar is low in this country. I have to give Joe Biden credit for telling people to wear a mask because the last president refused to tell the people to wear a mask. And to people like Mark Levin, I have to play this clip one last time. That was anathema. That was just so disgusting that he called Joe Biden a demagogue for telling people to wear a mask.
Yeah, this speech that Joe Biden gave is the most disgusting, propagandistic speech that a demagogue, even a politician, has ever given. It is pathetic. And
Again, I'm laughing for not crying. But this is a multi-million into the billion-dollar industry to make people angry and furious over nothing, to make you angry over Dr. Seuss, to make you angry over the gender of a toy potato, Mr. Potato Head. They literally have nothing. And while there's so many complicated issues that we could dig into, and I'm quite sure you're going to disagree with me on some of them, I think one thing that we could certainly agree on is that if people wore a mask, there would be about 400,000 people alive today. There's no question about it. If we had not politicized COVID-19, their friends, you lost friends, I've lost friends, their loved ones that would be alive right now today. And to these people, it is more, these Fox News, it is more important to them to blame Biden and give Trump credit than it is for us to make it out of this pandemic without losing anyone else. Somebody's going to die today from COVID-19. And you know what? It's probably because the person they got it from refused to wear a mask. And you know why they refused to wear a mask? It's because scumbags like Donald Trump and Fox News insisted that it was something that we should not do because then it was an infringement on our rights. And now you have people posting videos online bragging about the fact that they don't want to wear a mask over their stanky ass breath. Excuse me, I'm sorry. They don't want to wear a mask, and people are dying because of that. And the continued politicization of this situation means that more people are going to die when we are so close. We are so close to making it out. And when Joe Biden gives this speech that really, I mean, honestly, don't subscribe to this channel if you're looking for a channel that doesn't criticize Joe Biden, because we do that. But the bar is so low in this country that I got to give the man credit, because at least finally we have a president who actually will tell the American people to wear a mask during a once-in-a-century pandemic, when we have the technology and the information at our disposal to have minimized the amount of lives lost. But because we had a complete and absolute petulant man-child of a president for the last 4 years who made every single thing a political issue for his own self-aggrandizement, we've lost. We have lost so many people. I want to leave you with Joe Biden's last words last night that, according to Mark Levin and Fox News, was demagogic.
Over a year ago, no one could have imagined what we were about to go through. But now, we're coming through it. And it's a shared experience that binds us together as a nation. We are bound together by the loss and the pain of the days that have gone by. We're also bound together by the hope and the possibilities of the days in front of us. My fervent prayer for our country is that after all we've been through, we'll come together as one people, one nation, one America. I believe we can, and we will. We're seizing this moment, and history, I believe, will record. We faced and overcame one of the toughest and darkest periods in this nation's history, darkest we've ever known. I promise you, we'll come out stronger, with a renewed faith in ourselves, a renewed commitment to one another, to our communities, and to our country. This is the United States of America. And there's nothing From the bottom of my heart, I believe this. There's nothing we can't do when we do it together.